Hello and welcome to the channel. Now a couple of weeks ago I did an unboxing of this. Now this beast is the Cyborg from Azeron and it started shipping, but if you want one you need to get in the queue as pre-orders will start going around September of 2021. Now if you've seen these you may be interested to know what's changed between the Cyborg and this, the original classic Azeron gaming device. So if you're new around here, please just subscribe, as I'm going to be doing more Azeron videos as the time goes by. But in this video, I'm going to be comparing the classic Azeron with the new Cyborg. So in the end, hopefully you will be in a better position to know which one is for you. So let's turn up the lights, put both of these down on the tech desk and work out which one is for you. The classic Azeron or the new Cyborg. Welcome down onto the tech desk, and as we said in the introduction, we're going to be doing a comparison between these two because they've recently released this. This is the Cyborg from Azeron, and I know a lot of you will be asking what's the difference between the Cyborg and kind of like the classic. Apart from the obvious cost, which we'll get into, I wanted to run through all of the differences. There's a few little differences, one massive difference, and there's quite a lot of similarities as well, because this one, the Cyborg, is basically been built on the same framework as this one, because this one is so good. It's just they've upped their game with the Cyborg. Okay, so this is the tower. So as you can see, this one is the tower. There is a compact one. I haven't got the compact one, but these are two. This one and the compact one are identical. It's just it's shaved off there with a button on top. Okay, so everything that I talked to you about this will also refer to the compact as well. I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of one of these. The pre-orders are starting now and they'll be shipping out around September, but if you're lucky you might get it as soon as possible, but you'll probably need to join a queue because this is going to be very popular. Okay, what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about things that are the same, okay, because there's a few things the same. For starters, ordering online, and all of the options, they're identical, exactly the same. Go onto the website, you click it, you go through the software. Ordering it is exactly the same, and you get the kind of same options with the same colours and stuff, apart from various other little colours which are more obvious. The packaging it comes in, identical, exactly the same. It just looks a bit different, that's all, but it's kind of same framework, so the packaging pretty much identical. The build as well, the build quality is exactly the same, and also I know what's very important to people is the clicks. The clicks feel identical to me. If you blind tested me and you put my finger on that and I clicked that and then blind tested me and clicked on that, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I've been using this for hundreds of hours. I've only been using this very recently, admittedly for the past few weeks, but I can't tell the difference. I really can't. Another similarity as well is things like you get the extras. So the thumbsticks feel exactly the same. The palm rests, these are identical. So these are the flat palm rests. So these are an extra. They are identical, so they're exactly the same. So you can interchange them if you wanted to, but these are exactly the same. And similarly with the flat palm rest, you get an extra piece to put underneath the palm rest. They're exactly the same, like identical. And then finally another one is the software that it comes with. The software is exactly the same. It is the same software for this one as you use for this one. So if you've already got the software for this, you can use it for this one. It's just with a couple of extra buttons, which we'll talk about later on. You just get an option to add extra functions to extra buttons, and that's it. But apart from that, it's exactly the same software. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through all of the differences. I've got 6 differences for you, some small, one absolutely massive difference between them. So we're going to start off with cost. This is probably going to be the most obvious. The cost for the classic and the compact is €150. This one, the Cyborg, is a bit more at €165, so it's €15 more. You can add extras on, but it will always be, the extras are always the same. This will always be €15 more. Okay, now number 2. With the Cyborg, I only got 3 thumbsticks. Okay, so you get a small, medium and large concave thumbstick interchangeable onto here. With the tower on, I got 6. I got small, medium, large in concave and convex. Okay, you can buy these an extra if you wanted any more. I'm just saying with the classic, I got more. But as an extra, with the Cyborg, I did get a metal spacer with mine, and the idea of that is when you pull your thumbstick off, you put that on there, and it means when you press the thumbstick, it doesn't go as far until it stops. So when it's here, it goes all the way over there. With the spacer, it doesn't go as far, okay? And that can be put on there like that. Next up, difference is in weight as well. I know it's going to be sat on the desk, you're not going to be carrying it around much, but there is quite a difference in weight. So the Classic is 480 grams. This one is 535 grams, okay? So it looks smaller, but it's actually a lot heavier. That's probably due to the extra little bits that it's got, which I'll talk about in a bit. So it's 55 grams heavier, this one, and also the height as well. So I've noticed that because it's got extra adjustability, which we'll talk about in a bit, this bit here, this blue panel here, adds extra height. So this bit here is what an extra height is. So you can tell it's about 5mm higher. When I've been playing it, I've noticed it, but it hasn't been a problem. It's not a huge difference, so I wouldn't worry about that. This one does feel lower, but it's not uncomfortably lower. But I just want to point out that there is a small difference in height. Number 5 is the number of keys as well. As you can see here, for the pinky finger is going to be a few more, this extra bit here, and working around. So this, the Classic, has 4 here, 4 here, 5 here, 6 here, and 1 here. This one has 6 here, 5 here, 5 here, 6 here, and 1 here. So this has 20 keys, this one has 23 keys. So it has more keys simply because these extra bits down here, okay? So here, as you can see, there's an extra key here. So there's 1 key here and 1 key back here. Now for the tower, it had an extra key up the top. They've basically removed these 2 top keys here from the tower and placed them down here. Okay, so as you can see, they're all 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 of your extra ones because these 2 would have been in the tower up there, and this extra one here. Okay, so if I put it in my left hand, which I'm going to be using, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on my pinky finger there. Okay, so there's a lot more keys, and that's due to this bit here. So you've got extra keys. I found it brilliant. It's really nice. So that's one of the major differences, is these keys down here that are extra. And lastly, it's going to be number 6, adjustability, which is fantastic on the Cyborg. I know a lot of people choose the Azeron over a normal keyboard for disability reasons, or just for accessibility, or just for comfort. This takes it to another level. Okay, so if you are someone who needs to be able to adjust it, this is fantastic, and we're just going to spend a couple of minutes talking about it. So on the thumb, on the Classic, as you can see, it's just one piece with a thumbstick and this bit, and you can move it backwards and forwards, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so once you've found the way you want to do it, you tighten that screw up there, and then that's it. And this piece here moves that way, and it moves backwards and forwards as well down the rail. With this one, it takes it to another level. Okay, so this bit here, yeah, as normal, it goes backwards and forwards, and it rotates as well, however you want it to, and it spins. But the main thing is here, and you see the thumbstick here, this bit here, there's 2 screws, there's one there and one there, and if you kind of loosen them off, what you can now do is, with the thumbstick, is move it in pretty much at 360 degrees. So this can spin like that, and it can go forwards and backwards, up, down, left and right. It can go anywhere you want it. Okay, so when you put it on there, you kind of I want it down there a little bit, I want it this round, but I want this bit over there, I can have it like that. And then if you adjust this bit here, you can then slide it that way, and you can have it in pretty much any position you want. And then once you've found the position you want, I want it like that, all you do is you get your screwdriver, and then you tighten it there, and it stays in that position. So there's a lot more movement on this thumbstick. it feels really well made as well. So, I mean, look, I've been using this and I've been adjusting it loads, testing it out for this video, and it hasn't worn out at all. I think it's absolutely fantastic. That a huge upgrade is that thumbstick of just putting it where you want to. Whereas this one only goes kind of backwards and forwards and round. This one has a much more 360-degree movement. And that doesn't stop there as well. If you move over to the finger rails as well, you see this blue bit. So this blue bit here is the reason why it's a bit higher, because on here again it's got the 360-degree movement as well. So all you do is you come to this side of the rail and there's a screw in there that you loosen off, and then you can move that to however your heart's content, however you want to. So there, tighten it up and it stays in that position. And again, like with all of them, you can move it that way. And if I loosen this one, you can also move it that way. So a ridiculous amount of movement all on this hinge here that moves up and down this rail. Okay, similarly, exactly the same with these three. Okay, so again, you've got that 360 movement up and down the rail, forwards and backwards, left and right, up and down, however you want to do it. All four, 1, 2, 3, 4, exactly the same, moving it around, up and down, left and right, however you want to. That is the main reason why you would get a Cyborg, for the accessibility and the comfort and just being able to make it feel exactly how you want it to. Then once you've adjusted all these to make the fit, you go move on to the top, because these also move as well, these kind of parrot looking heads as well. All you do is you loosen off these screws up the top here, and then you can adjust this to how far away you want it from your finger. So you can have it right down there if you want to, a little bit further up, all the way up, and you can do that with all four of these. Then once it's all done, get it all nicely locked in, all nice and tightened up, and you're good to go. So there we have it then. That was my look. That was my comparison with this, the Classic, and this, the Cyborg. I'll be honest with you, I think if you've already got a Classic, this is good enough. I think it's a lot of money just to upgrade to one of these. But if you're in the market and you're new to this, then get this one, because the comfort is fantastic, and certainly the accessibility I think is superb from this. But having said that, this is still a brilliant device. Okay, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Which one have you got? Have you got the Classic? If you're going to get the Cyborg, you're going to upgrade to either one of them? Let me know down in the comments below. Please do like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye bye.